this next team?
You want me to say it, Coach?
No, you say it, man.
Yeah, let me do it.
You say it.
Here. Yep.
That's not quite what I had in mind.
Well, that's
but
what
let's
I
go
had in
to
mind.
it. Let's go to it. Okay.
Yes.
Our cheerleaders. What can I say? Our cheerleaders are absolutely second to none.
Second to
Our
none.
cheerleaders are second to nobody. Okay? Nobody. Now, I know most of us, we only see them, we only see like the finished product.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Correct.
We see you guys, especially during football season, all right, in your skirts and your little bows and your little doodads and your pom-poms and your little white gym shoes and your matching socks and all of that. And you guys are on the sideline cheering, and people think that that's all it is to cheer. Looking cute with pretty clothes and makeup and hair, okay? A lot of you think that's all it is to being a cheerleader, all right? But there's more.
Way more.
Our cheerleaders here, they work right alongside our football players all summer.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say all summer, I mean out there when it's 80 and 90 degrees, okay? The football players are in the back of the school on the field. The cheerleaders are on the side of the school in the grass. And we practice 4 to 6 hours. They practice 4 to 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We run laps. They run laps.
A lot of laps.
We run plays. They do cheers. And when they mess up, they run more laps.
A lot of laps.
And then more laps again.
Mm-hmm.
Then after they finish running and cheering, now they gotta build stuff. Okay? I couldn't imagine after doing all of that. Now I gotta get on my knees and have somebody standing on my back to build a people pyramid.
A people
Are you serious? The ones on the bottom, they've gotta be just almost exhausted.
Yes. After all those laps and running through cheers, it is a lot. It can be a lot. But if you motivate yourself and actually discipline yourself, it's not that bad.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What makes you want to be a cheerleader? What makes you want to go out and cheer our teams on and promote school spirit? What makes you want to do that?
So for me, it's just like a fun thing for me to do. I love being like this happy, joyful person and making others smile. Like, even with you, I know I make you smile a lot. I definitely
Listen,
do.
you guys have some cheers, man, that I absolutely wait to hear, okay? And they have different names for them. So they have what they call battle cheers, all right? And the one cheer, you remember you guys did this, I believe it was at the Persian game, and you guys were cheering, and then you said boom, and everybody just fell out like you were sleeping, like, oh my goodness. I'm like, and I looked at that, and I couldn't believe it. And I was like, hey, do that one again, do that one again, okay? And you guys did that one a couple of more times at other games. So why don't you kind of explain the different types of cheers you guys have?
Okay, so with our cheers, we have battle cheers. We have cheers to support our boys, of course, like our offense cheers and defense cheers. And then we have crowd cheers. Our crowd cheers are to get the crowd to motivate, be motivational and, to hype them up. And even in the crowd, the little kids, like some of our little siblings or fans, they do the cheers with us. They learn them and do the cheers with us.
So what's the difference in a battle cheer and, let's say, one of the offensive cheers? What's the difference? Who do you use a battle cheer for? Y'all ain't getting out there putting them up, are you? Talking about y'all need this?
It's, of course, the battles, it can be serious, but it's also friendly. It's just friendly sportsmanship. We have sportsmanship after we do our battle cheers. With the battle cheers, we're just calling the other team out and, competing to be the best.
So there you have it. Cheerleaders doing battle, okay, with their cheers. All right. So now you said offensive cheers, and then you said crowd cheers also.
Yes, crowd cheers.
So explain those.
Okay, so our defense cheers and offense cheers just talk about, like, let's say the boys have the ball and it would be offense, right?
Yes.
So we're telling them to score. We want them to score. We're motivating them to score.
Okay.
And then defense, we're telling them to hold that ball. Don't let them get past y'all. We're motivating them to keep the ball on their side, basically.
Wow. Okay.
And crowd cheers, it's like a motivation thing. Like, even with the parents, they be hyping us up in a crowd, and they be doing the crowd cheers with us because they learn them. And
So the crowd actually gets involved in these cheers.
Yes, a lot. They actually they say the cheers. They actually do the cheers as well, and it's just very motivational.
Do we have any cheer footage today?
Not today.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we can find some. We can take some in the future, and I would love to show you guys. So stay tuned.
So we're gonna hold Makiya to that.
Please do.
We're gonna hold her to her promise to show us some of this cheer footage, and I want you to see this battle cheer. All right, I absolutely love it. It's it doesn't look battle to me. It looks like you're making fun of the other team, but anyway, I absolutely love it. So we're gonna switch segments again.
Of course.
Okay.
Moving on.
This is what I've been waiting on.
Oh.
Okay. I want to talk about our boys football team.
Okay.
Our CMA Pharaohs, man. I live and die for this team. I've been a coach at CMA football I've been coaching football here, I want to say 10 years. Okay. Now, believe it or not, the history of our football program here, all right, CMA is not one of those dynasty high schools like the others, like the Persian and the King and the Cass and the Henry Fords, okay, that have been in existence. Like King, for instance, okay, King has been in existence since 1901, and I believe it used to be called Eastern. Okay, we were at King High School over the weekend for the Level Up event, and I was just reading one of their walls. Yeah, King has been in existence since 1901, but CMA is not quite that old. CMA came about in the 1980s. Okay, they started off in sharing a building with another school, believe it or not, before they moved to their first permanent location, which was over on St. Mary's in Grand River. Our football program started in, I want to say, 2013. The first football coach CMA had was actually, his name was Mr. Muhammad. Now, I don't know if you remember Mr. Muhammad or not, but he started off as a math teacher, okay? Got promoted to assistant principal. Then he transferred to Cass to further his career as assistant principal, and he's actually now waiting to become a principal. But Mr. Muhammad started the football program, and he was actually the first football coach in CMA. Mr. Muhammad was there for a year. Then they hired this other young coach. His name was Richard Keel. Okay, Richard Keel came from Henry Ford. He only coached here a year, and then he moved on. Then we hired Coach Edgar. Now, Coach Edgar has been here. He coached, I want to say, 8 seasons. And I've been here for every one of those seasons with Coach Edgar. One of the greatest head coaches that I've ever learned from, Coach Quan Edgar. He's taken the program he's built it up to where it was up until last season. So now, last season kind of leaves a bitter taste in for all of us Pharaohs.
Yes.
It leaves a bad taste in our mouth. Okay, we had our first 0-9 season. Speaking of 0-9, okay, of course, you know, when you have a season like that, things change.
A lot.
Okay, including coaches. So we got a new football coach here. Okay, his name is Alonzo Prescott. Coach Prescott is a young coach full of ideas, and he actually loves this team, and he's already changing the culture of football here at CMA. He's changing the dynamic on the team here at CMA. I'll talk some more about him after we take a look at the footage.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take a look at a small clip of our boys practicing. Okay, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Okay, welcome back, Pharaohs. So, what'd you think?
I feel like our boys work really hard. They have a lot of energy, and I love the practice.
I could not describe that better.
Yeah.
And I mean,